first opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. On the visitors' sideline is Lions head coach Dan Campbell. On the other side is Matt LaFleur in his 7th season now as the head coach in Green Bay. So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. 2nd in passing yards in the NFL.
You see Jared Goff now taking the field, and he's coming off one of the best seasons of his career, and he's certainly quieted a lot of skeptics around the league, Mike, and leading this Lions team to the NFC Championship just a season ago. He has his eyes set on taking that next step, and a strong performance here certainly help him achieve that goal.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. From the gun, it's Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Lions will punt this ball away. Out to return this for the Packers, it's Keyshawn Nixon. Get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his 3rd season as the Green Bay starter.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill him.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end downfield. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
It's a gain of 45 yards. That's good.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not what you want to see quarter 1 of week 1. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got it at the 3. He's in. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Packers. For Golden, the first-round selection back in April. That's his first career touchdown in the NFL. Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. Good. And the Packers have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So out come the Lions, and can they get to the Super Bowl? Franchise that has never been to the Super Bowl, but really close the last couple of years. Made it to the NFC title game before falling to the 49ers 2 years ago. And then 15-2 last year, the #1 seed, but stunned by Washington in the divisional round. Feels like a pivotal year for Detroit.
It is, and it almost feels crazy that we're about to say this, but for maybe the first time in the history of the franchise, the Lions are starting to see some of the perils that come with being really good, right? Roster attrition. Everyone starts picking at your players. And then this past year, Mike, Dan Campbell, he now needs to replace both his offensive and defensive coordinator. Ben Johnson, Aaron Glenn, both moved on as head coaches. So with success comes a lot of challenges. So they've got to get healthy on the defensive side of the ball. The amount of injuries they took down the stretch was unprecedented. So Jared Goff has more than proven his place in this league. They've got to replace coaches, and they've got to find a way that not only are they winning, can you sustain it?
It's a gain of 3. And the Lions first down.
So from the 36, it is 1st and 10. On play action, Goff. Right back to St. Brown. They connect again. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Williams in motion. On 2nd down, Goff into the hands of Brock Wright. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Not what you want to see quarter 1 of week 1. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. First carry for David Montgomery. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. This one caught by Patrick. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Here's Goff. And he'll take it on in. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. On the return, it's Robinson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So, Greg, here come the Packers and Jordan Love at quarterback and stability at the head coaching position, 11-6 last year. This division, you've got to be extra good just to be around when the weather gets really cold in January.
absolutely. And the NFC North, you can make an argument, Mike, that it's the best division in football. I mean, Green Bay wins 11 games, and you're third in your own division. So that's going to always be the challenge up there in the North is, can you stay competitive enough? Are there enough wins on your schedule within the division? So that's something that all four of those teams are going to face. But playoff team a year ago lost to the eventual champs in Philadelphia Eagles. So they're close. Matt LaFleur always has his offense kind of on the cutting edge. They're always going to generate points. Defense much improved a year ago. So things are looking up. Now they got to see is can they compete not only in a difficult division, but what's a very competitive and difficult NFC.
Second and inches.
It's second and inches at the 47-yard line.
Go play action with Love. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup. But that is enough for a first down.
That's good for a Packers first down. First and 10.
Here's Love. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He looks forward for maybe a yard. Alex Anzalone in for the tackle. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Not what you want to see. Quarter one of week one. From the gun on third down. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Lions offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. On first down, it's gone. Catch is made by Wright. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up second down at the 23-yard line.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10.
First down, Detroit.
Goff gives it to Gibbs.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. Goff to throw. And that is incomplete. Tim Patrick was the intended target. And that'll set up fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
On fourth down, that brings Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal. This about as short as you can get. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
This taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Packers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. On on the ground. It's Jacobs to start the drive. The ball comes out. And the Lions have come up with the football.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, like, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Lions offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. That's caught by Gibbs. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 19.
Goff just going to tap this one forward. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out, they reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss.
Rashawn Gary on the tackle. A loss of 6 on the play. It's now 4th down.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we're back. Lambeau Field in just a moment. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This a 42-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. The Lions add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Greg, the NFC North has become such a fun division over the last few years. Think of the geography and the legacy. It's always been, because of the proximity, a fun division with great rivalries. But with almost all the teams playing well, save the Bears over the last few years, it's almost heightened the awareness of how good the NFC North can be.
Yeah, I think going into the season, I'd make the argument it's the best division in football. And I think when the worst team, I know they were 5-12 with the Chicago Bears, but to me, there's a lot of wins built in there. Now they bring in Ben Johnson. They continue to build around Caleb Williams. That feels like there's a lot more wins built into that 5-12 record if they just get themselves organized and get some pieces around Caleb Williams, and that's what they've done. So, yes, Detroit and Minnesota, Green Bay, they've clearly been the top 3 for
the pressure gets there, and down he goes. Aleem McNeil taking him down for the first sack of this new campaign.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll start with great field position, right at midfield with a first down. A carry here from Montgomery. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
A second down throw for Goff. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down coming up. To throw is Goff. gained 18 yards on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
And the Lions first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Second and 10. Incomplete. It's now second and 10 at the 25.
Goff. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10.
First down, Lions.
Now, Goff. He'll look underneath here for Montgomery. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7. At the Packers.
Throwing on second down. Goff. Quick throw here is complete. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple of yards short of the marker. And it'll bring up third down. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was taken down.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up third down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And he will have a Packers first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
At the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
They'll run the draw with Jacobs. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Lee McNeil. What a way to kick off the new year. 2 sacks in the first half of the opener. Here's Daniel Whelan now as he's standing right around his own goal line. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. He's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds. A very short game. From the gun, it's Goff. That one intercepted. Picked off by Keyshawn Nixon.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Kirby Joseph there to make the play.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second down.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 8. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. DJ Reed brings him down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Open is Kraft. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay. What a luxury to have in an offense. A tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
Makes the score Packers 14, Lions 13.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to take over once again. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. He is belted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play. Two minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. Here's Goff. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
A gain of 9 yards.
On the ground, this is Gibbs. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's right side and brought in by Williams. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down.
And the Lions 1st down.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. It just, he never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
On 2nd down, Goff. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. The Lions call their first timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. He'll get this out to his running back. And Detroit's going to use their second timeout as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Quarterback knew the blitz was coming. You could hear him pre-snap communicating with the guys up front, but sometimes it's just the perfect defensive call, and there weren't enough blockers to account for all the rushers. He had to get the ball out quick, and
he will get into the end zone. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
His kick is good. Makes the score Lions 20, Packers 14.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, it's Robinson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Packers offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. Work in the middle, that's Kraft. He's got it. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 1st and 10.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for
Love.
Green Bay Packers.
The open man is Reed. He's got it. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This a 57-yard attempt. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
And this is really why you want a kicker with a big leg. In these situations, end of half, can you steal 3 points from distance and come away with 3? And really nice job there, right around that midfield logo. It's kind of crazy how it's become sort of routine in today's NFL.
Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. Halftime.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Packers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. You know, Greg, early on, it's always new faces in different places. Off-season movement, what caught your eye?
I think there's so many good ones, right? You talk about Stephon Diggs. He ends up in New England, and Cooper Kupp now. He's moving on to Seattle from the Rams, but I think it's the guy the Rams signed to replace him, Davante Adams. I know he's not the youngest anymore, but watching him play in New York with Aaron Rodgers last year with the Jets, he can still run, he can still make every catch, he can still go up and compete at the high point. I think you put Davante Adams with Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, in that offense run by Sean McVay. I think that's a sneaky, maybe not a sneaky because he's a really household name, but I think that's a great signing by the Rams.
And always interesting from the offseason, the quarterback movement and unique ties. Some of the biggest names were or now are Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, and now the guy that is going to line up behind center for Seattle, Mike, is Sam Darnold. And, of course, we all saw that incredible season he had last year in Minnesota with Kevin O'Connell and Justin Jefferson and that really dynamic Vikings offense. So now he goes to Seattle. I think he's going to have an inspired Cooper Kupp. He was let go from the Rams. If he's healthy, he's a big weapon. Jackson Smith-Njigba, he has some pieces in that puzzle that he can push the ball downfield to. So I'm excited to see Sam. That's what everyone thought he was going to be coming out of college when he was a high draft pick of the New York Jets.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Number 9, Christian Watson. It's a gain of 7. Brings up third.
Here's Love to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They've got it at the 8. First down and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he will power his way into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers have taken a 4-point advantage. Scott Banks, no rest at the break for a couple of, I'm so weary, defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Lions offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Now, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going forward on 4th down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of when I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. It wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime. Each team getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because it just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more, and you hear everyone saying, oh, well, just get a stop. Well, But, you know, it's that legendary game between Mahomes and Josh Allen where neither team stopped the run. It was just an offensive touchdown festival. So you won a coin toss and you get the ball. Well, the other team's defense hadn't gotten to stop the whole game. If Josh Allen got the ball first, he probably would have scored on a walk-off. So I love the idea of both teams getting the ball. If a game is good enough to go to overtime, let's finish it. We don't need to be in a rush. There's no curfew. Let's let the guys finish it on the field. A lot more similar to how the regular game goes and not have significantly different game flow come over it.
It's a gain of 6.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On play action, Goff. Catch is made. That is Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
First down, Detroit.
They hand it to Gibbs. Look at this, right to the 20-yard line. Kaiser White able to make the tackle.
Brings up second down.
They bring a tight end in motion left. They'll go play action with Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds down around the 40.
First and goal, Detroit.
Here's Gibbs. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
A second down throw for Goff. He pulls it in around the 5. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes third and goal. Now, Goff. To the goal line and in. Rock right. Touchdown, Lions. Bates now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Lions go up by 3. It's 27-24.
Packers 24.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
Second down throw for Love. Oh, the ball's out. The Lions have got it.
Every team in the league, they work on scoop and score. And they got the scoop part right. I'll tell you what, he had a lot of lead blockers out in front of him. They were trying to get their buddy into the end zone for 6, but he's going to come up just short. But his offense now trots on the field on the doorstep of the goal line in prime position to come away with 6.
So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And looking to cash in after the big break. It is first and goal from the 4. Gibbs. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a pitch to Montgomery. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Goff. He's got his big tight end. Rock right. Touchdown, Detroit. That his 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The score, Lions 34, Packers 24.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. A good play action with Love. Pass caught right side by Kraft. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Catch is made by Romeo Doubs. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. The breaker huddle coming up now for 1st and 10.
Good for a Green Bay.
Now Love. A pass taken in by Watson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's another Packers first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Right side, catch made by Dobbs. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
That's another Packers first down.
Love to throw it on 1st down. To the back of the end zone, he's got it. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Green Bay. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Lions offense back onto the field for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6. Once
again, it's Gibbs. And this will be a Lions first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The tight end motioning left here. First down, and they stick with Gibbs. Not much there, maybe a yard. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
Second down at the 42-yard line.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. The throw on the run is complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
First down.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 5. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Detroit.
First down, Lions.
On the handoff, it's Montgomery. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down, Detroit.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's a handoff to Montgomery. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
At the 16-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice coverage there defensively. And here you find yourself in a one-score game. Like, he understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away. Snap it again.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. First down throw there is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. Work in the middle. That's Kraft. He's got it. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
up second down at the Lions' 41-yard line.
Throwing on second down, Love. This is taken in by Dobbs. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
On play action, Love. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up second down at the 31.
On second down, Love. This one on target, it's Dobbs. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's another Packers first down.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped. No gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 4.
From the gun, on third down, it's Love. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. And the Packers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
That's another
Jacobs. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
A loss of 3 brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Right. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Second and goal. They'll drop to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Green Bay. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. Oh, do you believe it? It is blocked. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Lions offense starting to trot out for this next possession. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive, which starts with first down. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Another try, second and 10.
A loss of a yard brings up second down at the 34.
From the gun, it's Goff. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can before third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. This guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. Packers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this first and 10. Here's Jacobs. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. to the left side in the hands of Watson. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
It's third and 11.
Love. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line.
2 yards. That's good.
On first down, it's Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. Packers going to use their final timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
At the 40.
Second down throw for Love. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And the Packers first down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
10 more yards. That's another.
Here we go. One final play. That's to Dobbs again. And he's going to be taken down, and that will do it. 4 quarters, no winner. Let's keep going. We're off to overtime. So, overtime coming up, and remember the rules now were changed in the offseason. They're the same as the overtime playoff rules. So each team gets to possess the football once. If you score a touchdown on the opening drive, it's no longer a walk-off. The other team can match it. From then on, it's next score wins. Each team gets 3 timeouts. Any defensive score ends the game. All replay challenges come from upstairs, and we play 1 overtime period. If it's still tied, that's the way the game ends. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Packers offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Whoa! And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's a gain of 30. That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Off-balance throw. It's complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
He's brought down by Terrion Arnold.
We'll go play action with Love. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball. And it is 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short. Oh, Mike, that is a huge miss there in a critical spot. Now you give the other team a chance to go down there and win it with a field goal of their own.
Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
First down.
One more time for Montgomery. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. 3rd and 5.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Goff to throw. And that is incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. So a big one looming for Jake Bates. This one to win it in overtime. This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.